Well, good morning, good night, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brandon, and welcome to the Stanley Palabo Ultra Deluxe here on twitch.tv/BrianMix and also over on youtube.com/. That's a remix of VODs. How's it going, boys? So, we're playing the Stanley Palabo. Now, I've played this multiple times. I've done this multiple times here on YouTube. I've done it as a no mic series. I've done this as a replay series as well. I did it over on the replay channel. And now we're here with the actual official Brian Remix version, I guess, with microphone. It's currently 4:43 in the morning right now, and I'm streaming in the morning. Cool. I don't even know if my parents even know I'm streaming this time, but I don't care if they do. They do. They do. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, sorry, I just got really interrupted by notifications. Let's hop in to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Now, this is the Ultra Deluxe version. This is an upgraded version of the Stanley Parable. So, yeah. Get ready for a new fan, new shit, and probably a new Stanley. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never. Okay, well.
This is the story of a man
Enjoy.
named
I'm gonna shut up for this story.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright. That's how we begin, boys. So, what I'm going to do for this playthrough is we'll basically do all the old endings first before we hop into the actual new endings. Now, the first playthrough, we're just going to play as normal. So we're just going to listen to the narrator, do all that shit.
All of his
blah, blah, blah.
co-workers
You get what I'm saying, alright?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, we're just gonna play it like normal. We're not even gonna do it. We're just gonna. By the way, if you close both these doors, the narrator has a bit of a funny comment about it. If I close it, please. There we go.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here, with no distractions, to study room 417. Not to actually enter it. No. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside. To see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before.
I don't think he
That
stops.
ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
Oh, never mind. He does. What if I just stay here? Wait a couple of minutes. Does he say anything? Did I just stay here for a few minutes? Oh, that's my cat whining. Give me 1 sec. BRB 1 second. Oh, I think my controller's drifting on me again. Give me 1 quick sec, boys. I'd have to go and let the fucking cat in again. He just got laid out, but now he wants back in. Fucking typical. Fucking typical. Give me 1 sec, boys. I'll be 1 sec. Okay, I feel like he's not gonna do any more talking. Yeah, I think he's just completely stopped talking at all, so I'm just gonna leave.
Ah, no, apparently not.
You douche.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
By the way, if you're watching this over on Twitch, do tell me how the audio is, if it's loud, if it's low. Do tell me, I'll put
Yet there
it
was
up,
not a
I'll put
single
it down
person
at
here
any times. I
either.
don't know if it is
Feeling a
loud or
wave
low or
of
whatever it is.
disbelief,
Do tell me,
Stanley
I'll put it down
decided to
at
go
any times.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
A broom closet, my good old pal, my good old
Stanley
friend.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was
I'm gonna stay
nothing
here
here,
'cause there's
so
a
he
lot of
turned
good dialogue
around
in this.
and got back
I'm gonna
on
leave it.
track.
I'm gonna stay here. Come on, Noel. What are you gonna do?
There was nothing here. No choice to
What are you
make,
gonna do, huh?
no
You're
path
not
to
gonna-
follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason
I'm
to
gonna do
still
all
be
this
here.
dialogue. I need to stay away from the microphone.
It was
It's
baffling
a
that
bit
Stanley
loud
was
and I
still
think-
just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fuck all. Yeah, I know I'm doing fuck all. That's the point, Noel. I'm doing it just to annoy you.
Are you really still in
Nothing
the
to do in
broom
this
closet?
place at all.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just
You do
staying in this
realize there's
broom
no
closet for a little
choice or
while.
anything in here, right?
Hear all this
If
good
I'd said
dialogue.
Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Bitch, I
never
don't know
would
what
have
the
thought
fuck
to
you're
mention
talking
it.
about. You know that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid.
Oi,
He probably only
what
got
the
the job
fuck,
because of
bro?
a family connection. That's how
Dude,
stupid he is.
do not
That
call
or
me
with
that,
drug
or
money.
else I'll punch
Also,
you.
Stanley is addicted to drugs
Probably on
and
your
hookers.
dick, probably, I don't know.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit,
Yeah,
and were just about to leave because there's nothing
I'm
here.
dead. I'm
when a
not
physical
actually.
malady of
I'm
some
not
sort
alive.
shut down your central
I'm
nervous
just
system,
not even
and
here
you
anymore. I
collapsed
just
in
left
front
my
of your
room, just
screen.
not doing jack shit.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken
Probably
care
what,
of
like,
before it
an
begins
hour,
to
just so that means I can
decompose.
actually.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's
What
indicative of the long-term
fuck are you talking
sustainability
about?
of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming,
Okay.
so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay. By the way, I want to say something here. When this game got announced and when I bought it right away and I actually played it right away because it's just the old game except there's some new shit in it. Basically, that's pretty much this game. I absolutely love.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can have.
I wanted to go back, dude.
A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walks upstairs
I want to
to
play the
his
Half-Life
boss's
2
office.
version of this game because this game was a Half-Life 2 mod, I think, beforehand, and it was absolutely incredible. I played it on stream once. I need to re-upload that one to YouTube. You're locked. Why is this locked? Why did you lock me out? Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
By the way, I do know the
stunned to
code
discover
was
not
a
an
little
indication of
like
any
you.
human life.
It's
Shocked,
8,
unraveled,
8.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
8.
What he could not have known.
By the way, I want to show you guys something. If you do that, by the way, you get a trophy. Let me show you guys what the trophy is. You get this trophy that says 8888888, which is really cool. So, yeah. If you do that, if you
Was it the
hear
keypad behind the
Finn saying
boss's
8,
desk guarded the terrible truth
Just
that his boss had been
fucking,
keeping from him? And so
yeah.
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single
Okay, I
minute
thought I
to
could
just let
just-
the
well, I guess
narrator
not. Anyone.
talk.
That's
That
stupid
kind of
notification on my
anxiety
TV.
isn't healthy.
Anyway,
so he
so let me do that
relaxed
really
for a
fast. One
few
sec.
moments with some calming new age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Hello. We're back. Alright. Let's go into this really creepy hallway that I didn't know my boss had. Because my boss is a weirdo. By the way, in the actual, like, the original game, there was no on, like, there was
Descending
no,
deeper into the building,
up
Stanley
switch, so
realized
I
he
knew
felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright, boys, I might not probably do all of the old endings, I might just do some of them, just so that means I can get
Stanley
through all the
walked
new
straight
shit.
ahead through the large door that read Mind
The
Control
thing that
Facility.
we're most probably going to be doing. Of course, we're going to do the ending where you just leave the actual place, obviously.
The lights rose on an
Oh yeah, you can
enormous
go,
room
you can
packed
go
with
up down there if you
television
really want to do,
screens.
but
What horrible
there's a
secret
little
did this
sneaky little
place
way to get
hold?
past this bit really
Stanley
fast.
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
I
co-workers.
think there was a speed
the
one
lives of
trophy,
so
which
many individuals
yeah,
reduced to
but
images on a
can't get.
screen. And Stanley,
Might do that
one
a
of
later
them,
on.
eternally
Don't apply for
monitored
might
in
do
this
bonus
place
one.
where freedom meant nothing. This mind control
Might do it for bonus.
facility, it was too horrible
So-
to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was
Please,
this the only
come on, I
reason
just
he was
led you
happy
out
with
like a
his
few minutes
boring
ago.
job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it
I
blindly?
hate my cat so much right now.
No,
I have to now let
he
back out because
refused to believe it. He
Ken just
couldn't
fucking
accept it.
goes-
His own
goes-
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
damn it.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire
Wait,
life
go minutes.
utterly blind to the
Wait,
world?
never mind.
But here
Never
was the
mind.
proof, the
You
heart
know,
of the
before you
operation.
really be
controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working,
By the way,
all of
any
it
of these
monitored
buttons
and
don't do
commanded from
jack
this
shit,
very
so
place.
just don't
And
do
as the
that.
cold reality of his past began to sink in,
No, those
Stanley
buttons work.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that was so loud. What the hell? Why was that so loud, dude? Really?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense
Cool,
door
so now we
slowly
can
opened,
actually...
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
It would be so awkward
It was
going in that
perhaps
VC.
the only thing worth
I might
knowing.
not go in that VC.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Let's go and leave. The wheel what?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Here we go. We have completed the game. You get a trophy if you achievement trophy, whatever thing you're playing on. But alright. So next ending
All of
we're
his
going to be
co-workers
doing
were
is
gone.
the
What could it
blue
mean?
door ending.
Stanley decided to go
Just
to the
because
meeting
that
room.
one's
Perhaps
more
he had simply
interesting
missed a
than
memo.
usual. So I can show you guys how to get there. Played the Stanley Parable before.
When Stanley came to a set
Yes,
of
they
two
go through
open
right.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
Pretty much
stop
this is
by
not
the
gonna be a
employee
complete
lounge first, just
playthrough
to
of this
admire
game.
it.
It's going to be just me.
Yes,
Going
truly a
through
room
endings
worth
to
admiring.
endings.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I might do endings until we get to the new content door, which is going to be somewhere.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know.
Look, Stanley, I think
I'm
perhaps
sorry.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What? Really? I was in
funny
the
if I
middle of
just
something.
falls
You
off
have
that fucking
zero
platform.
consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
What?
Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right,
No.
fine, go ahead, Stanley.
I'm going through the
You want to
door.
know so
I'm going
badly
through the
what's
blue
out
door.
there? You want to
Whether
find
you
out
like
what
it
lies at the
or
end of
not.
this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the
sorry.
end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
It's
Tell you
over
what,
there.
let me take a stab in the
I like
dark at a
another
new
platform.
design, and you can give me some
Can I even go
feedback.
over there?
There we go. A third option. This already feels
Oh,
leaps
good.
ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me
rate
about
your
your experience
experience.
with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What? Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. That's a leaderboard? Good old Neo, apparently. He's a Scottish person, my guy. Oh my god. Hey, it's me. What the hell? I'm getting beat? Who am I getting beat by? I don't have friends, I just realized. Of course, a dead rat that's been offline. By the way, I think if you go through these doors... You know what? I'm gonna go through this door. Yeah, it takes you to the same place.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
YouTube.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
No, I don't want to do it. Oh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
This is the baby game,
You click the button
I've
to
been
move him
thinking
back
of
to the
doing
right. And if he reaches the fire,
stream
you fail.
of just me
It's a very meaningful
pressing
game.
this button
All about the desperation and
multiple
tedium
times.
of endlessly confronting the demands of family
You have to play
life.
for four
I
hours,
think
I
the
think.
art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't
Yeah.
you give it 4
Well,
hours
I
of
wanted
play
to do a
to
stream
make
of
sure
this,
it's
of
effective?
just me just pressing
Be sure to keep
this
notes
button
on your
for 4
experience.
hours. Oh, I keep forgetting there's a buzz button. Ow, dude, really? Okay, basically, I'm not even gonna do this. I'm just gonna... Pawn, baby, pawn!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
But yeah,
I'm
you
not
can,
even
you
going to
can do
try.
it if you
I'm
really
out.
want to.
I'm out.
There
I'm
is an
done.
option to do that.
It's
So
over.
if you do want to
Thank
actually
you for
waste your
playing.
fucking
Your
time with
input was
4 hours of your
extremely
time,
valuable.
you can.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What?
Aha!
Fuck.
Fascinating.
Oh.
What do you think this game is
It's,
about, Stanley?
I forgot
What's
the
our
name of this game.
backstory?
What's
What
this
is our
game called? What's this game
motivation?
What's this game
Well, it
called?
seems obvious to me that
Firewatch,
you are meant
that's
to
it.
play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians
Fire-
below you from up
Firewatch.
high
You
in
can
your
also go
creep
through
tower,
Firewatch.
perhaps for some sort of
That's cool.
twisted erotic purpose.
I think this was like
Yes,
Minecraft,
that
and I
must
think
be it.
Portal
What
was
a
the
fascinating venture into the
like,
experience of
the
total
first
mental
version of this
depravity.
game, which is
So
pretty
far,
funny.
I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
What was that, like, Minecraft sound, dude? Get over here. Oh. Ooh, okay. Okay, so let's see here.
No, it can't be.
What? What's on? What's happening?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
What? Oh.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley.
Why?
What a
Why
close
would you?
call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big,
Why? I
insurmountable
wanna actually stay.
walls.
No, please. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
No, I wanna. Okay, damn it. And now we're in fucking Rocket League,
Wonderful.
apparently.
See,
What the
this is
hell?
exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here?
Okay.
Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley.
Okay,
here's the
basically, I'm not
ball.
even
Have
gonna
fun.
be trying to borrow this game. I'm just gonna go over here. Which, by the way, is just a little bit of a...
Hold on. What are you doing?
What the fuck? I didn't even notice there was a fin back here. Oh my god.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much...
Oh. Oh my god. We're in... Dude, we're in Half-Life 2. This is the Half-Life... Yeah, look at this. Can we actually, like, go to, like, the boss's office? In this version? Or is it gonna block me off somehow? Oh, it's gonna block me off. Oh. So yeah, welcome to, basically, the Half-Life 2 version of the Stanley Parable. Yeah, this is actually the white door right now we're in, which is kind of funny. Yeah, there we go. Creepy. One light on. Amazing. Yep, look. 427. But the office looks different because we're in the Half-Life 2 version. That's a pretty cool touch they did for this. Oh, okay. I guess we're
I wonder
gone.
what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
Oh god.
Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. I'm gonna guess that the end of the ending. I think this is the end of the ending. Yep. Now back in our
All of
office.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, look! The new content door's here. We could start up new content. Which, you know what? Before we even start up the new content, let's do one more
When
ending.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was
This is
not
one of
the
my
correct way to
favorite
the meeting
endings.
room, and Stanley
Almost
knew
my
it
favorite
perfectly
ending.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Which is
first,
like my second
just to
favorite.
admire it.
It's like the blue door one.
Wow.
In like the false one it
Yes,
was.
this room. But
The second
eager
one
to get
was
back
the
to business,
confusion
Stanley
ending.
took the first
Which if
open
you don't know,
door
the
on his
confusion
left.
ending, if you go down over in this path.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
The
track.
maintenance area. So let's go down and do this confusion ending, which will be probably the longest one, probably.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get
Pretty
back,
much.
he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Dick.
No,
What
no,
the
no,
fuck?
not
Dude,
the
just
right. Why
leave the
would
door
I have
open,
ever said
dude.
it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay,
I don't know
yes.
what's happening.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Cool. Alright, let's go.
No,
Oh, hi, we're in the,
This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
mind
have
control
like
earlier.
to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
It's kinda cool
How
they
about
actually
rather
did
than
this,
waste my
just to
time
spoil
trying to
yourself,
salvage
but
this nonsense,
that
we'll
way you
just
don't really know
restart
if
the
you've
game
played
from
the
the
game.
beginning.
We're
And
just
this
being
time,
here like
suppose we
4
don't
minutes
wander
ago.
so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
No, okay. So, you might think,
All of his co-workers were
go
gone.
back to
What could it
normal,
mean?
good old...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Fins
a memo.
might be changed. Like, the first fin, content was not here. And when we go through into the 2-door room,
When Stanley... Wait, what?
yeah, you can
No,
tell
I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
the
Everything
engine's
should
still
be...
going.
Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one
Yeah,
who wrote the
basically everything's
story.
just
It
completely...
was right here just a minute
Yes,
ago.
but-
I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come,
That's
Stanley.
like my second favorite.
Let's find
Really
the story.
interesting, and it actually goes somewhere in this office. We now officially go everywhere. Yeah, we want to play. I think I've done it on stream once, but I did the Raphael Parable, which was a mod for the Stanley Parable. I really want to actually hop back into that game. I really want to hop back into that mod again, so I might do that on stream.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
I think if
Do
we
we
still
just-
stayed in
Do we need to
stay
restart the
still
game
in this
again?
area.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll
still
ever
do this,
progress
so
by
don't
starting over and over again, but it's got to be
Oh,
better
don't
than this.
you dare
Okay,
restart.
let's give it a shot. Why not?
You fucking dick. Alright, you restarted. Never mind.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, would he still have this thing happening if I close these 2 doors? Interesting. I can't close my doors. Never mind.
Okay, yep, it's
Oh,
worse.
so there's now
I
no
might be
doors.
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
We can go backwards. What the hell? Yeah, this is like the... Sometimes this is the weirdest and strangest ending. Man, it's interesting.
Aha!
What the fuck is
I
this?
knew
It
we'd
changed the
missed
entire
something.
office.
The story.
Blue area wasn't here
it
before.
comes.
What the hell?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and
Oh
retrace
my
our
god,
steps.
really? Where the fuck are we now? When
Now
like,
this-
what the hell is this?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe
That
my
door gonna
story took
close.
place in an office building. Is that correct?
Wait, that door
Do
gonna
you
close?
remember,
if I-
Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've
Hold on.
completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You
Fuck.
win!
Nice,
Congratulations!
yay, I won.
I know you put in a
Yeah.
lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Shit.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Dude, shut up.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Oh god, the Stanley Parable Adventure line. Oh god, this is gonna be a fun time.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure
Yeah, we go into
line.
different. We go in a
Just
different
follow the
location
line.
now.
How
What the
simple
hell?
is that?
Do we see? What happens if we see? Go in the doors.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it
Okay.
up to the line from now on.
Okay, never mind. I guess we can't. I realize is our door still like. Our door is still open. Oh my god. Who we have closed? Ooh. Solitaire. I want to play some Solitaire. I've never played Solitaire in my entire life. I just know it.
You see? The line knows
some
where
reason.
the story is. It's over
One
in
old
this
person.
direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our
of these
destination,
doors were open,
even if there's no
which is
story
kinda
there?
funny.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination
This way.
still a
Hello?
story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a
Oh,
destination is
we're back
inevitably
to this
conjured
place.
into
Okay,
being
no,
via
I'm
the
gonna
very
go back this way.
manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley,
That
I
was
need to
weird.
follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now we can both agree.
Where
that
the hell am
nature
I
of
go- oh my
existence
god,
is
this
in fact
out- this
a
fucking
byproduct
line is
of
going
one's
everywhere.
subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my
what the
experience of
fuck
your
is this
existence
line? I don't even
rests
know what this line
inside
is
of
even
your
doing anymore.
subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my
Oh my
own
god, this
relative
line-
experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Ah,
You know what?
Payday 2
I think
reference.
what we need right
Nice.
now is a bit of music to
Fucking
lighten
love
the
that.
mood.
It's a Payday 2 reference. Nice. What? Excuse me? We're having music now? Now. It's funny. The music's playing. What's the music's playing? It's funny. I like it.
Wait, got the music? Go back
Oh.
and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, Mr. Nuedo, fine. I'll give you your phone time. Oh.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our
Okay,
own.
the line doesn't do jack shit, Nuedo. Don't do this to me. He's gonna go into the same location, is he? Yeah, we're going into the same location. Really?
No,
what
not
the
again, Line.
fuck?
How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after
makes no
everything we've
sense.
been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Of course, we start.
You know what, Stanley?
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, I guess 437 doesn't even have an office. He has a fucking whole
this is
hallway.
exciting.
What the hell?
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
I didn't know
Whatever it might
fucking
be, Stanley. I'm ready for it.
437 has a fucking whole hallway in this
no,
place.
not you
And we have the
again.
line again.
Stanley,
Yay,
I'd also
the
like to veto
line.
the line from having
We need
any
more
role in
lines
our
in
awesome
life,
new
dude.
story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Goodbye, Mr. Line.
Ah, a choice.
Oh, God.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
By the way, you don't have to do this.
So
I'm
I
just
know
going to
that
stand
each
still
door
just to
has
film me
to
like an
lead
action.
somewhere.
We open
Which
my
means
window.
that
I might
somewhere, the
open up
place
the
where we're
blinds.
trying to go, there must be a reverse
No, no,
door
I just
that
spit
leads
on my
here.
fucking-
And that in
damn it.
turn means that our destination corresponds
One second,
with
I'm
that
just gonna open up my
counter-inverted
blinds. 1 sec.
reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Ugh, hello, I'm back. Sorry, I don't want to open the blinds.
Oh,
Ooh.
hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this
Oh
is?
yeah, by the way, look at this.
It's all one giant
Let you
ending?
guys see what this is.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Oh yeah,
My
I'll just
mind
show you
goes
guys the
blank
whole
simply
like
because
board.
it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
Ooh.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped.
Oh my god. What the hell?
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh. Okay. You know what? Dude, on fucking fucking June 22nd. Oh. It's gonna be a day of just me playing Final Fantasy
all of his
16. It's gonna
co-workers
be
were gone.
glorious,
What could it
dude. I'm
mean?
gonna fucking
Stanley
have
decided to go to the
fantastic
meeting
time.
room.
Alright.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content door ending. Let's start up.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
And that might be the end.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home
You're breaking
computers.
the fourth wall here, game.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles
Dude, you're
and
breaking
home
the
computers.
fourth wall. Why would you do this to me?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of
New
the Stanley
content?
Parable,
Oh my
delighting
god, I didn't know there
audiences
was
the
new
world
content
over.
in this game.
Please step inside and see what thrilling
Better
new
get new
adventures await
content,
in
'cause it's
the
fucking-
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
That'd be funny.
Oh, well, this sounds
game that
delightful.
doesn't have new
I'm very
content.
excited to see the thrilling
It's
new
so fucking
Ultra
funny.
Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I'm gonna turn this down just a tiny little bit.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there
So
we
you
go.
guys actually
All
hear
right,
me more
finally, at
for
long
the game.
last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Jesus, I've not streamed on Virtual Binding in ages. Jesus, I'm not gonna do.
All right,
We're
let's
doing
see.
one.
It's the jump
I
circle.
don't think it's today, but I think it's the different day. We can jump. Oh, it's tonight. Oh god. Maybe the 19th. Probably on the 19th we might be doing sleep stream. Oh,
Is that it? Surely that's
I
not
guess
all
I
the
don't
new
get
content.
jump anymore.
There has to be something
Aw.
else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours
what?
of
What
new
is this guy?
content.
What are you
And
talking
oh,
about? I
wait.
don't give a
There's
shit,
more.
Noedo.
Very good. Yes. I knew there had
I
to be
just
something
want you
else.
just to
Let's see
continue
it.
on with your
I'm ready for
stupid
whatever it
crap.
is.
Oh, I just went into a wall by accident. Oh,
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a
amazing. So
cheap
it's not even,
expansion to
it's not
market
even
for
done.
no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed
trophy,
off on
by the way.
this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Don't say friend. That's just creepy, dude. Don't ever say friend. Oh, what the hell? Now we're in a different place. What the fuck are we? Oh, where are we? Oh my god, we're in a different area now.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I think by the way, if you do, by the way, if you go over there, I think you just go back to like the normal endings in the game. But that's just boring. Wee. Keep forgetting how
you remember how
quick
cheap
this
and
game moves.
unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away
Holy
here
shit.
where the game's
Hello.
developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Whoa.
Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my
Oh my
favorite memories
God.
so I can relive
Looks
the
so
peak experiences of my life
beautiful.
whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Really? The Stanley Parable on PC?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013,
It would
when
be
the game
different if I was-
originally launched. Back then,
Oh, I don't know.
video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Now, by the way, if you look at this right now, it says, because since they didn't get a license to say the word Steam, it's now called pressurized gas, which is kind of funny, I like that. Since they don't have access to the Steam name for PlayStation, I think on Xbox I think as well. It's called pressurized gas. If you're doing it on the PC version, obviously it would say Steam. So, yeah. But if you just stay here for a little bit, you get a bit of a song. Take a listen.
Je suis dans la mémoriso, c'est sous la pluie de l'eau, et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour. C'est là, dans la mémoriso, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai rencontré, mon amour. Mais ici, c'est aussi où je me souviens de la sortie de The Stanley Parable.
Yeah, it's really cool. You get a bit of a song if you want to stay there for a
And
long time, but
is where I keep
I'm not gonna
reviews
stay
of the
there for it.
Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism.
Pretty
10
cool.
out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games
These
end up
actually
less
like
than any
real,
form of art, Stanley
articles.
Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Cool. We go down now in a minute, boys. We're just gonna go do this.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the
I like
urge
how
to go
the same
meddling with a
PlayStation.
beloved
I'm playing on the
franchise.
PlayStation version. Serious Room. I want the Serious Room. So probably if you were playing on the Xbox version, it would say Xbox, but and if you were playing on PC, I
These
think
were
it would say
simpler
PC.
times,
But
Stanley.
since I'm playing on
But I
PlayStation, I
wouldn't
get
give
it.
to go back
PlayStation bit.
to have it all
Yay!
over again.
Woo!
Wait, hang on.
But instead, we
I
get
don't recall this
pressurized
part of
gas.
the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't
Yeah,
looked at
basically
these
that's
in
called
years.
Steam,
I
but
can't even
it's
imagine
not
what's
called
been
Steam in this
collecting down
version.
here. Surely these
PlayStation,
reviews
what
were
do you
glowing
expect?
as well, weren't they?
Yeah, what the hell?
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered
game's
web
funny
of
sometimes as
profound
well.
philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says.
Another one.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying
Here we
fast.
go
Preachy?
again, boys.
Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
Probably.
Tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These
Very
black
much, yeah.
marks on my otherwise
It's very
unimpeachable
bad,
track
dude.
record.
It's very, very bad indeed.
I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his
Are these like
long-winded
real like
explanations
reviews,
of
or
what's
these are
happened.
like fake
I
reviews?
wish there was a skip button.
It'd be funny.
A skip button? Well,
Wait, no,
yes.
no, I want.
Yes, I think we
Okay.
can do that. If I'm truly too preachy,
down
then
now.
maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative
Oh,
reviews from the
oh.
record. Only
Oh,
positive
oh my
reviews of the
God.
Stanley Parable.
Oh,
That's my
Jesus
motto today,
fucking
and it's always
Christ.
been my motto. I do anything
Wow.
for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button
What the
we
hell?
shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourish. Well, there, sport. You
I'm just
really
keep
did
press-
catch me
I'm gonna
rambling
keep
on a bit,
pressing this.
didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
You have to keep
The minute
pressing it
I
anyway
start
to
to
get
go off
forward
on
in
a
this
faultless display
in
of
this ending.
self-absorption, it's right at your finger. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't
Okay.
know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh my
You're
God.
back. Oh my
Well,
goodness. I
how
have someone
long?
to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
2 weeks.
Holy
I've been sitting here
crap.
all that time.
Oh,
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I
Holy
have had time to
shit.
think about you and about us and about everything.
Oh. Uh-oh. Nuedo dead? Is the Nuedo dead? Hello? Oh. It's
But they
apparently a
didn't
fire
understand
alarm.
the game was
Okay.
never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned. They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, "Enter."
And now he's gone. He's not here anymore. He's just gone.
The end is never the end.
Never mind.
The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the
The end is never, 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 the end is never. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Have I just skipped way too much? The sun. I can see the sun also as well outside my window. Actually, no, it's not technically sunny, it's freaking cloudy, I think. Can we... Please? Thank you. Please, please, please let me press it. Let me press it, please. Okay, good. Okay. We're still in Nightmare Ward. Can I please press this button again? We're still back in Nightmare Ward. Please press the button. Oh. I guess I cannot press the button anymore. Oh, hello. Apparently now we're in a fucking desert, apparently. That's what happens if you have a skip button, ladies and gentlemen. You basically just do this to yourself. It'd be funny if I had a skip button, like to skip like a couple days. It would be so useful, but I can't. Not too much fun. Hello, are we... Oh? Oh, okay, I guess we're back.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter
We're
of
gonna do
time
this
before he
one
found
last
the
thing
others,
before we actually...
wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Ooh, new content, eh? Let's do it.
Good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I want this new content. I never heard of this new content before.
You see, Stanley,
Cool.
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The Stanley Parable 2, you say? Ooh.
Yes,
And my
you
dad's
see,
about to wake up, so I
isn't
might have
this
to go
far
on
superior
break in
to
a
a
minute.
measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in
Look at the
so
fucking
many
logos.
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Oh, look at all
I
these
figure
fucking...
that if I can
sequels
loosely
are good.
organize a handful
All
of
these
interesting
games, that's cool.
concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
That's cool.
It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Cool. Nice. Hey, look at this place.
Here we are.
That's like
Go
an
on,
expo
try out some of
hall.
the new features.
Yeah, wait. By the way, if you scan this little QR code, it will take you to a website which does have a video. Which, if I do have the video link, I will put it in the description down below if you want to watch it. It's actually really cool. I'll also leave the website down in the description down below if you want to know what the website is, by the way, as well. But I'll also leave the video in the description down below so somebody's gonna enjoy it. Anyway, let's go and see what the,
For the
what the
Stanley
name
Parable
button is.
2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that
Cool.
wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified.
He said
Right
Jim.
now, the
Not my
button
name.
only
My
says
name's
the
not
name
Jim.
Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll
But
love
my
it.
name's not Jim, that's
Okay,
the thing.
here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
There we go.
You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the
Just
gym
for the
button.
gym button?
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there,
Jim.
cowboy.
Jim.
Sometimes a
Jim,
person
I
can be
want
too
Jim. There's so much
Jim.
Jim. I need some
I'm putting the
Jim.
gym button away.
Jim.
Otherwise, soon
Jim.
you'll start to
Jim.
lose all sense
Jim.
of who you
Jim.
No,
actually
no,
are.
no, 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 no. I want the Jim button back. No, wait. Oh, why would you do this to me? I want Jim back. Jim.
I suppose I could allow
sorry.
only people named
Nah,
Jim
we're
to
not
play
quickly
the Stanley
rush through
Parable
this really
2.
fast,
That would
just
actually
because
save me the work of finishing this
pretty
feature.
much this is. I don't have that much time for this VOD, but pretty much let's go through the bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable
Because
was
there's
that it
two
was confusing
requirements
and
to
paradoxical,
exit this area, so
that
I have
it
to use the
engendered
bucket
a
one
chaotic
and the
sense of
collectibles one.
reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem
wash
of
through
the
this.
game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm.
I just realized someone's
will
name
fill
is
your mind and
I
your
stole
heart.
it.
It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in
Doing
your
the
arms.
5
And to be
segments, that'd be
honest,
funny.
it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you
What a
feel it?
laugh, dude. What a laugh.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
The fuck? This is so weird. So fucking weird.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't
one
already.
does. At least bots that are watching. I don't know.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe,
I think
don't
it
you
is.
think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Yeah, there's
but
no
the
free
Stanley
trophy
Parable
yet.
2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. Whatever you say, Noel.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the
Probably
intrinsic
there is
joy of
no
watching a number
reward,
go
but
up.
we'll see.
You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Look at them. Look at them. 1 out of 6. So he has 6 collectibles to go through. Cool.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then
Alright,
they give you
basically,
a
if you do
big
want to see it,
fancy reward for it.
check out a normal
Absolutely
playthrough.
tragic.
I'm just gonna go through this. Sorry about that, boys. Let's go.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Let's do this. Let's get out of here. Whee.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
That was fun.
Yes, I know it's not
guess.
exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these
phone
new
on charge.
features
Give me one
together,
sec, boys. Let me
and
put
we'll
my
see
phone on
whether or
charge.
not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right?
What a
It's
fail.
Sort of. Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Yet again,
Oh, my
another
goodness,
fail.
Stanley.
What the fuck?
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
While this is going, I'm gonna quickly
Would it
do
possibly
something on my
work?
BLB screen.
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Ooh. The Stanley Parable 2, ladies and gentlemen. And that is going to be where I'm going to end this first part of the Deluxe or Stanley Parable 2. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, why not hit that like button, subscribe if you found that, press that bell icon so you can notified when a new video comes on this channel. If you want to check out the QR code that was on the screen, it'll be linked in the description below, and check it out. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye bye.